Drop him. He's bigger than my first.
It's October 7th. I was out opening day, October 5th. This is the start of the Ohio week. We are going out there, gonna hunt some public land. Ethan and myself. We're gonna be meeting up with some XOP guys, about a night anyway. And then we're gonna go be going camping at a piece of public that we're gonna be hunting pretty hard. That being said, October 5th, I was out hunting and I was getting out of my tree and my bow almost fell and hit the ground. It, for some reason, the hoist I was putting down with did not stay connected and it fell. I caught it right before it hit the ground. So I had to make sure it's on before going out to Ohio and a big nanny doe or big old buck comes by. So we're gonna check it out here. Feeling good with that. Nothing I got lucky. I guess nothing really happened in the bow. Here's Ohio week.
What was the final nail in the coffin for 18?
This year was only 4. So we've done 7.
Just made it to Ohio. Wasn't as bad as Illinois driving that far. So I'm out here the 10th to the 13th. Ethan actually just called me and I was like, this better be some good news. And he said he jumped an absolute hammer of a buck on some public that he's hunting right now. He sent me a screenshot and I told him where exactly he should maybe set up to possibly have a chance to this buck. Buck was bedded at an oxbow. He went back to the feeding sign that Ethan found earlier where he thinks he jumped it before. And I was like, dude, go back to that feeding sign, set up towards that other oxbow, about maybe 15, 20 yards off that feeding sign, and you might be in the chips. I'm really looking forward to this. Gonna be aggressive, gonna enjoy the time out here. Out of state hunt, going in blind. Looking forward to seeing what it holds. 7 minutes out from the spot I'm gonna be hunting. Probably this week, depending on the sign that I find. But it's a hilly part. There's an ag field that connects to it, a private piece, and there's some steep drop-offs, some good points on it. A little bit of water there too, some mixed oaks that I found on Onyx. Whatever the first thing is that makes me pick that bow up and shoot, I'm gonna be happy as heck with that. Find as much good sign as possible, find feeding, maybe some heavy trails that they go to this ag field. Wind is pretty nice right now, I'm not gonna lie. Well, this way, so it'd be perfect for walking in right here. So there's an ag field up here that has probably standing corn or beans in it. I'm not sure, but gonna head up towards that way. Scout that out a good amount. See what we can get into tonight. About almost a mile in here. Found some good scrapes back in this area back here. Looks like there's no logging that comes in, but there's a very faint trail that runs right along right here. It drops down right back over here. There's not many rubs, not much sign, but good trails. I think they'll bed. They might be bedding back in here, or at least a good travel route back in here, because it dips down again. So there's like a little pinch point right here, a little saddle right here. It goes through right through these little patches of pines right here. And it's high up on top right here, and high on top back here again. But I'm thinking, if I go back in here, I might be able to find a good area to set up. You can see actually there's a little trail that goes up this way, right up there. Trail that goes down here, and there's a trail that goes up. It's like the perfect little spot right here. I don't think there's a scrape. It's one thing that's so loud right now walking. Very loud. Good rub right here. Good size rub. So he's headed this way here. Gonna keep walking this way and maybe we'll find a tree. There's a steep, there's a cliff right here. And our climbers, so they gotta kind of hug the wall if they want to go around this. And it's so thick back in here, like look how thick that is. And so they could easily walk through right here. See how steep that is right there? There's mixed oaks up here as well. So I think I might try and make it up into this area right here. I think I just spooked it. Got my wind. But that's alright. It's 2 o'clock. But he was right. There was something right up in here. I just came through there. He took off that way. I'm thinking he was better in here. He was by himself. I think he was back in there. But if he ran that way, that's a good sign, because he might come back this way then towards the food. Another good scrape right here. Still right in line with this wall right here. Decent trail right here as well. Still right in there. There's a nice trail going here. There's an old stand right here. Old wooden stand in this tree. It's still very thick back in here, which is good. I think I'm gonna get down to that opening right there. Possibly there's some old historical rubs. There's a fresh rub up there. It's pretty big. Going this way to the bedding. Alright, so, you know, for getting here at 1 o'clock in the woods, you know, put some good miles on. Wasn't terrible. Jumped a deer, found some good sign, but might be, depending on what Ethan, I have no service right now, so depending what Ethan has or got or saw, he might want to go back to that spot anyway to hunt. So it might be hit this today, different area tomorrow, then in the evening maybe come back here or something. But so we're coming in here because Ethan jumped a really nice buck, he said, this morning. So we're coming back here because there's corn right here, but then back further, I'm thinking that there's better food back in the back. More like, I think there's soybeans in the back. But we're gonna walk back here and see. We might not be able to get a shot at them tonight, but hopefully we can at least see if they come out at all. But it's really getting cold now.
So then I remember the first time up there, I gotta look at the stands. And I was like,
It's going that way. So once we get down here, it should be fine. I'm hoping this down here, maybe if we should be able to see it from the top of the ridge, honestly. Ethan and I are hitting up a new piece today. Gonna try and scout it for the next 2 days. We have today and tomorrow, then we're done for Ohio. But this trail goes down into some ag and butts up to a river. And it looks like there's a little field that connects to the ag from the public. And there's 2 of those. So we're gonna try and set up 2 spots. Right now we're just scouting. Then we're going to go set up our campsite. Bunch of cows, farmland everywhere. You know you're in a country high school when you go past high school and there's horse trailers in the parking lot where kids park. But it's very thick in here. Very, very thick. But I think we'll see something. It's like, I think it was 38 degrees when we got out of the truck. Nice. It's a little wet on the ground too, so it's quiet. This evening I think it's gonna warm up to about 50s, mid 50s. But we're gonna make our way down here. We saw a bunch of deer in the fields as we're coming through. Hopefully get down here. Hopefully it opens up a little bit more. But even thinking of dumping back in there. Deer trail going down right there. Old rubs right here too. Bedding up there. I guarantee it. There's a deer right there. There's a doe right there. Yep. Stay right there. Keep an eye out back that way. Most likely gonna loop around again. So, freshest sign we found so far. There's this old cut, it looks like, that's really overgrown. We saw 2 deer back there. There's a bunch of white oaks, an oaks mixture of oaks right here. How do you think go out? Because I didn't know if I jumped anything out here. Didn't jump anything. Some feeding sign coming in, feeding sign over there. And then we came to this absolute hammer of a scrape right here. So, I think we're gonna try and pick a tree out of here. Huge scrape, look at that. It was just work this morning. They're feeding everywhere here. And there's acorns littered. Yeah, like look at the fresh dirt. Oh yeah. We're gonna put some stuff in that. And this is where we're hanging the stand. Oh yeah. I call dibs.
Okay, that's fine. 2 entrances down there.
Trails.
Yeah, one up here to get in.
Okay.
There's digging right over there, that skinny tree. It's not a scrape, but there's digging.
The wind right now. There was a bed back that way too, but it wasn't used recently. But there's no rubs in here, which I don't care about. But yeah, being that there's feeding sign here, now it's just a matter of picking a tree to set up it. Feeding over here too. They're feeding over here too. Oh, dude, That tree right there could be a good one to get in. It'd be a bitch to get in. Or there's actually a feed tree back there. I won't have to get very high. Feeding ring in there. This trail goes right like this. We gotta get down and slowly walk up here. The blue jays are going off. Acorns off the bottom here. There's no more acorns at the bottom. But there's a decent trail, at least right here. Looks like. Yep.
Tree.
Oh yeah. Is that a scraper or is that just feeding?
I'd say feeding.
Yeah.
No
I was gonna say, if we walk up along this edge, unless you want to see what's down in here. But it's so thick like this right here. It looks like there's an edge right there on the side. Yeah. It's up to you though. Or you can go down to the basin and go that way. Or you can go down there and I'll go up here. And we'll do that. Yeah, that way we can see both sides, yeah. It's a feeding scrape. It's not very tall, but it'll work. Because I think if we're looking at this correctly, it kind of pinches down right here and goes down. So I think the house is going down right here.
Mm-hmm.
They might travel along this ridge top and go down to the field right here. Or they might just travel the edge of this, honestly.
Yeah.
I think your best bet is just to get as close to over here as possible and see if you can see across this field. You know what I mean? It's 9:44 right now, so this is why we can take our time getting out.
Yep.
And then go set up camp. There's actually 3 trails. There's one there, there's one here, and there's one up top here. Let's follow this middle one. Yeah.
Those things are big. Remember that? There's another way around.
so thick right here. I don't want to push through there. Not with a bow. And now blue jays are going off. There's definitely something over there. There's fresh deer shit right there. There's a scrape right here. We followed a trail down to a bedding cover. Acorns right here. We're gonna go up here and try and find Ethan's spot for the evening here. And then we're gonna get out of here. Come back in around like 1 o'clock, hopefully. 1:30 maybe. And be able to set up in a tree. I think both of us are going to have some luck this evening. There's a heavy trail right here. We are off to do a little evening hunt here in Ohio. Found the spots we had found this morning. Heading back in there. Now that we have our campsite kind of all done. Holy shit, Ethan.
Oh yeah, I had to move that forward.
Holy fuck.
You can move that back.
Damn it.
My bad.
I smashing my knees in there.
I literally moved the whole way forward just
Whew.
because.
Got my, yeah, I got everything. Yep. All right. What is that beeping sound? Is that what this car does every single time?
It just makes
Holy
noise.
fuck.
All
Your
right,
car
so-
beeps a lot.
Time, so we're gonna set up obviously two different locations, hunt the evening here, see what happens, and come back in the morning, hunt it again.
If we get nothing tonight, yeah.
We get nothing tonight, but it looks very promising. Looks deersy.
It's what? What's the temperature outside?
68 degrees.
68 degrees.
It's warm today.
It's a little warmer, but tomorrow morning it's going to drop down to 49. I think tonight and tomorrow morning are our chances at getting a buck. Oh my God, did you drop him? Pump for you, dude, pump. Holy fuck. Fuck yeah, dude. Did he do exactly what we thought? Come from the bottom?
He came up from that corner back there.
Yeah.
Walked up.
Okay.
Gave me a quarter, ever so slightly quartering to shot.
Yeah.
I murked him.
Did you?
It worked. He stopped right away.
It's a spot. Right there.
That tree. Stopped him right here.
You stopped him. Dude, this isn't even a 20-yard.
I know.
That's a...
He came from down there.
Okay.
I heard him before I saw him, and then
Yeah.
I saw him in this general area. And as soon as I saw the white, and I was like, grabbed the freaking crossbow, was going to go right through there.
Yeah.
I stopped him, and the second he stopped, I pulled the trigger. There was no hesitation.
Yeah, that's some good blood.
Yep.
More blood right here. It's good blood. More blood right there. More right there.
I think about...
There's a little bit of blood right there. Just a dot. Why is it stopping?
Oh, there's some more blood. Some more dots right there.
Put on that blade of grass right there.
I think it was the quietest I've ever been driving home. We don't have the buck currently.
Yep.
Because the blood was almost non-existent and very hard to find. We'd find a drop on
every
a
couple
leaf.
feet.
Yeah, there'd be a drop on a leaf. There'd be a drop.
We mark last blood.
Mm-hmm.
We have a game plan for tomorrow. I'm going in early in the morning. I'm going to be in there before daylight, an hour before daylight, at least an hour, 45 minutes before daylight. And then Ethan, first light, is going to go in there, and he's going to be searching for that deer.
Everything was telling me he cut into the woods where we found last blood.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously at that point, it's dark out. It was nighttime.
Yep.
So we're like, you walk down the road further.
Yep.
I mean, you walk down probably another 30, 40 yards.
Yep.
Couldn't find any blood.
Nope.
And I was like, everything inside me is saying he went in there.
Yeah.
Because that's where he came from.
Yeah.
So he's probably going back home.
Yeah.
For him. So, but we couldn't find anything right there, kind of near the entrance of where he possibly would have ran into.
Yep.
So, made the call, said, hey, we're going to back out.
Yep.
50-ish yards in there.
Yeah.
I thought I jumped him because there was a deer down there, like in the corner-ish.
Yeah.
Jumped and ran, and I was like, fuck, I hope that's not him.
Right.
That I just didn't. Maybe I did hit high, hit that void.
Yeah.
So I went down, came up, and then that's about when you said, hey, I'm coming over to help.
Right.
So I was like, all right, well, at least meet you in the road. So I started walking up, and then I saw a body. I was like, oh, there he is. I mean, you want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. Like, holy shit. That knot going.
Your thoughts on the coal world now that you actually shot a deer out of it?
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
Very nice. It's as small as I'll go. I don't really have any complaints.
Yeah.
I mean, I shot my first Archery buck out of it.
Yeah.
First out-of-state deer. So far, nothing but positives.
Except for that roller coaster of emotions yesterday.
Yeah, it should have.
You were at the highest of highs, to lowest of lows, and now you're the highest of highs again. Man, roller coaster of emotion.
Now the work begins. I'll remember you. You're a good tree.
Covered in blood. That's
yeah.
definitely. I definitely think it's liver. I thought I heard crows over here this morning too. A Mylar balloon.
Yeah, that's the one got my attention. Just started walking up here.
Right next to the Mylar balloon.
His body.
Yep. If he's a 4, he's a 6, dude.
Fuck yeah. I think he's it.
Yes. That's a big body deer, man.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. Let's go.
Oh, look at that. Oh my god, he's stiff. Look at that. There's a 6 point right there. He's bigger than my first.
Look at the tips, man. Look at those tips on him.
Oh yeah.
So funky.
Yeah, that was a... He was quartering more because his
It was
exit's
high, yeah.
down there. Glad I didn't eat
Yeah,
a
you
lot
hit him
this
pretty
morning.
high.
This I might lose it. Okay. Chapstick. My lips are chapped. Some dead downwind chapstick. Courtesy of my wife. Date of time and heart. I could do that, right? So I guess... Fuck, Ryan. So I guess technically... Do I put today or yesterday since I shot him yesterday?
Shot him yesterday, but you harvested him today. So do today.
2 today. We're just gonna say 940.
Yep.
Number of points.
6.
6. Get that all. Got the kill kit. I'm gonna need these because I'm not afraid of guts, but let me tell you. Because of that.
I'm so glad I got them, Phil.
Ooh. Jeez. Oh, good. Now the fun begins.
Not too long. Fresh shit right there too. Oh yeah. Trying to loop around. So the rubber seal has all the thermals coming down to them, and everything, the water can suck them down too. You have this drainage right here where it acts as protection. See? Yeah. And then he comes up, you can see his tracks come up right here and gone down. This is the trail.
Oh yeah.
I think we can kind of hug it and go up this way here and be able to get over to the other side. Work our way over there. Just take our time because this is a lot of junk to get through.
Oh yeah.
Not too much junk, but if you went up that way, it'd be junk. That's a really nice bed.
I'd say. That's as perfect of a bed as you can get. I mean, who's sneaking up on you? Nobody. Ain't nobody sneaking up.
You can't sneak up on them.
Nope.
Yes, that's a bulletproof bed. Staging it before they come out to the field. That tree looks pretty good. There's also a 3 tree right there. Let's go up there and that. This little flat right here. You got a pee?
I can force one out.
You want to pee in that one?
Got Ethan in here with me tonight. Got this spot from our friend Cody Kelly. This is where he killed his one. He shot his one buck back over this way. Up towards the field, there's a private field back here that's not any hunting. There's corn in the fields. But we found our way up here. We found, I think, 5 or 6 scrapes on the way up on one tree. Ethan's in a single line in the cold world. And 4:46. It's 4:46 right now. But there's lots of trails going up to this field. So we're gonna see what happens tonight. Last night in Ohio, found Ethan's this morning. Took that to a butcher shop, and pick that up tomorrow morning. And we'll see what happens tonight. Anything goes tonight.
Cody hit a branch on the way in, shot right underneath him. Didn't spook him too much at first, but then he ended up blowing at us and took off way down there. Man, that's heartbreaking. We'll see. I mean, we still got probably over an hour of daylight still, so we'll see if things calm down enough to get another deer to come through.